What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here with CVH.
How's it going, everybody?
And welcome to the first Gatekeeper match of the Season 3 bracket tournament, trying to find another best deck. We have 3-Civ Phantomach, Light, Dark, Fire, Phantomach versus 5-Civ Control.
Yep, 5-Civ Control just beat Darkfire Rush 2-1 a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that match, sorry, I just spoiled it, but hey, you should have known it was coming. And if you want to see any of these decks, deck profiles, that's in the video even earlier this week.
Yeah, links down below. Check it out.
Let's just jump on in. What do you say?
Absolutely, yeah. Without further ado, we'll get into it. So, Phantomach being, I think, a fan favorite from Season 1 after a top 4 finish. And we relegated it to the play-in this time around. I think it's kind of fallen out of favor, at least a little bit with CVH and I. We think, I mean, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it's still a good deck. I just don't know that it's a top tier contender, if you will, and that's kind of evident by how kind of things went in Season 2.
It's a fun deck because I like decks that can do weird, unexpected things and play unexpected cards, and it definitely can take games off pretty much any top tier deck. But the card quality of Phantomach is kind of low. Just the individual cards it has to play to get those powerful combinations of cards, like Mysterios is amazing and Phantomach itself is good, but a lot of the support cards are like Kamikaze Chainsaw Warrior.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. So. The deck's changed around a little bit. We're leaning more into the Rothus removal side of things now with some Uses-Alls. I think we got rid of Smash Warrior Stigrandu altogether. Or not Stigrandu.
You're just saying
Grash.
everything incorrectly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got rid of Grash all the way together. So
yeah.
But yeah, much more Stigrandus now because that card's real good with Petrova. So,
yeah, I think the count is 3 Stigrandu, 3 Petrova, and we're up to 4 Mysterios? Question mark?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Love that for
the
deck.
And you see your ideal turn 3 play here in Gagapi Ponto, which I'd love to see it.
Ponto's great against the control decks that play those 3K blockers.
Yep. 5-Civ continuing to see the Bronze Arm Tribe, and it hits its last 2 Civs in mana off the Plague, so that's nice.
To be fair, though, Bronze Arm Tribe is the only card in the deck that is at 4 copies, and there's a reason for that. It's just so good for everything the deck wants to be doing.
Right, yeah. 5-Civ control needs to mana fix itself because it's 5-Civ, and Bronze Arm Tribe just gets you there. So your hand's looking cute.
My hand is looking very Mysterios-y. I think I'm debating. Part of me wants to play Pela Oasis to preemptively get Mysterios going. I know your deck is playing 1 Cranium Clamp though, so I hold Pela and I say, hey, if you have Cranium Clamp, at least I'll be able to have some say in winning this game if I can resolve a Mysterios. If I play Pela, I have a big Ponto, but then if you clamp me, I just have no way to ever win the game.
Yeah, that's tough for sure. It looks like I'm about to put my second finisher down in mana and Elixir, so I'm going to be leaning on Soulswap this match if I end up coming back. Oh, I take it back.
And it's not just Clamp that I'm thinking about, so y'all know there is random removal like Locomotive or Ghost Touch and Hide and Seek in the deck that are made a little bit less accurate if I hold another card in hand.
Yeah, exactly. My option here is Crystal Memory, though. So we're going to go for, I think I want to grab removal here because I think I'm fearing Mysterios is definitely the worst card that could happen for me here in the next turn or two. So trying to find some form of removal. It looks like I'm sitting on maybe grabbing Syrian Wave or APOC. Rebirth would be real good here too. Be interested to see if that's the one I grab. But yeah, a lot of options here, all dependent on what actually you play next turn. So
yeah, as I just struggle to connect to the Bluetooth over on the right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to connect to music on the TV here.
We had music and then we didn't apparently.
For whatever they went out for, and yeah, you and I are just alone in the home.
Yeah. So what do we do?
Trying to get some tunes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, trying to. Yeah, like I said, it's tough. Because really, I could just grab the wrong thing here. Like, if you play Mysterios, I think I want to grab Rebirth. If you play anything else, I think I want the APOC over the course of the next 2 turns. Syrian Wave is not the card I want, but
I think Rebirth is just as long as you have the mana for it, which I think you do. I can see it. Yeah, I think Rebirth is just good. I think it. I mean, Mysterios is the thing that like could just lose you the game, and rebirthing into a 5 is really dope. And if I play like another thing, like you're seeing me not flood the board, so you know that I don't have like a ton of like I'm not going for the flood the board route, or I would have played the Ponto that I just put in mana. Like it's pretty clearly going to be Mysterios coming down, so you've got to be ready. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, for sure. And it looks like I do end up going with the rebirth. So here's hoping that Mysterios is the card you play this turn. And I think it'd be silly if you didn't. So
Yeah,
see what
with
happens.
two of them, I'm pretty sure, especially after Crystal Memory, that the first one is going to get blasted by something. But you know, that's why I have two in my hand because I'm very lucky and it's important.
And you didn't play one in mana preemptively. You didn't
I did
opt
not.
for the turn 3 play, which I think is, one of those little micro plays, right? That could definitely steer a game towards either you winning or losing. So
Yeah, I think the odds that I win with Ponto beatdown are lower than winning with Mysterios value plays because your deck has a lot of removal, but again, you know, it's all like one ofs, and you gotta really get the four bosses online to find what you want. So memory really helped you out here, but Mysterios is potentially very powerful. But Rebirth is a two of actually in the 5 Civ deck. It's like 3 Forbos, 2 Rebirth that act as sort of like the toolboxes for the one of creatures and spells here. So yeah, you're probably going to search for a 5. Like there's only one foul in the deck, and fouling back the Rebirth is a sick play. It's
yep,
perfect against double Mysterios.
absolutely. And yeah, so that's what we're going for here. Had to put the Blizzard down just to set the mana correctly. I'm not sure what the rest of my hand is, um, but I actually opt for the Crystal Memory here.
Interesting.
I think I'm going for bigger and better plays over the course of the next turn or two. So, and I'm not quite sure what I drew otherwise. I think it was the Blizzard that I drew, but I think I'm trying to opt into. I think I have an Energy Stream in hand, maybe. Sec play Energy Stream.
I
So
personally dig Rebirth, I think, because even if you Rebirth a 3, like you're not mad about it, it's still a lot of value.
yeah,
But hey, if you already have this, that works too.
yeah, Miraculous Snare works out. Oh, we're just going for big boy plays. So that was
Oh yeah.
yeah. So depending on what you played here, swap and memory if you dirtled. Otherwise, yeah, I like that. I like that. Or snare and swap if you play mist. Worked out both ways. All right, I'm into
Yeah.
it.
Phantomach has
Crystal Mirror.
Terror Pits. It looks like I have one in my hand. Gonna need to play mana for that one though.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, was that a car? I thought it was you.
Oh, yeah. No, that's cars in the background. Somebody driving a loud motored car. So it's on our end, guys.
A
Sure.
motored vehicle.
Loud motored vehicle. Yeah, you're here. We
Is it
are
my
deep
turn?
in the tank again.
I
Yeah,
can't
it
tell
is
because
your
I'm
turn.
doing the thing that I hate when you do it and like not untap. So
It is your turn, and I went ahead and untapped. Oh, you just jammed the third Mysterios.
when in doubt, right? Which I kind of like. Like, you know, remove this. I can take 2 shields from Bombazar without feeling like the game is over. I can just pit next turn, hopefully after drawing a card or two. But you've got spells. You don't need to play creatures. You've got spells to play.
Yeah. Really wish I had that rebirth now.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you're
yeah, Rebirth is great. I would
yeah.
venture.
The
I mean, I
Chris
venture to say even if I hadn't played Mysterios, Rebirth on this Ponto would have been absolutely fine. You just search for like another Bronze Armor, Hulkus or something. I don't think Hulkus is actually in the deck, but
yeah, I don't think we jammed Holkus. I will say memory into Crimson Hammer here feels much less fun. But I think
yeah,
that might end up having to be the play just to keep me in the game. So
you have Spiral Gate, which also works in a pinch, but then you're not really doing anything else with your turn.
getting my mana correct,
It's fun to
making
organize
sure
mana
I
in a
have
5 Civ
yeah.
deck.
Yeah, still have all 5 suits untapped. Nice. Love to see it. Memory lets me go for something here. I say
Yeah,
Crimson Hammer's gonna feel not great.
but it is the only
But what
answer you can afford besides the other Soulswap, which is just worse.
yeah. It definitely doesn't feel great, but I think I might actually do it because I think I'm gonna give you Rothus here.
Oh, yeah, what else?
So like Soul
Oh
Swap
yeah, no,
works,
no.
it's not what I
Hammer's
want to do.
fine. Like, I mean, it doesn't feel great in that Rebirth would be better, but like it's definitely the best play by like a mile, I think.
Unless Hammer's in my shields, or if
Yeah,
Hammer's even in the deck. Did we check if Hammer's in the actual deck?
it is. Played it in the Dark Fire matchup.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like a Forbos Hammer play.
Okay,
It might be in the shields.
might be in the shields. Yeah, hit your Rothus, force you to destroy a thing. I get rid of Belix.
And the fourth
And
Mistrios. Wait, no.
yeah,
Is it?
the only unfortunate thing
Yeah,
about
that's
this
the only
play is that
three.
if that's the third because I put one in your shields. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, one's in
So
my hand now. Wait, no. That is the one you put in shields.
yeah, I
Okay, yeah,
I
I'm oh,
swapped one, destroyed
yeah.
the one with rebirth
Okay, yeah.
earlier, just broke the one in shields.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
just tear
following.
it out. Yeah, didn't have Petrova yet, so
Oh, that would have been
here we
really
go.
good.
Yeah, that was the only scary part about that play, I think. So
But now
yeah,
you have
Forbos
five
gets to
shields, and
yeah,
you're just
Forbos gets to start flexing out a little bit.
you're just gonna
Oh,
start hitting me with the value.
love the slide on the spell ground. Miss
Yep.
spell grounds, man.
What do you mean you missed them? That's yours.
That's what I'm saying. I missed playing on
Oh,
them.
you
I
missed
barely
them.
played on
Okay.
one in the last 2 seasons, so
Yeah.
got this one especially for season 3, and feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morbid's good here. Lets me grab Belix and Bali, and just kind of lets me, play the field, if you will. So
Love when
I
Carl's
am,
playing the field. And yeah, at this point,
yeah,
Phantomach is starved for resources, and without having Zombie Carnival in my hand to get those Mistrios back, it's hard to get more cards going. This deck is a lot of just creatures that don't really do a whole lot by themselves, except for draw with Mistrios and break shields after Phantomach.
Giga Balls
Um,
is fun.
yeah, always a good time to roll the dice. And I hit the Morbid.
Oh man, he hits the Morbid. What a luck sacky kind of guy. Stagrandu is just you talk about dangerous cards. I think that's why Petrova, or not Petrova, Phantomach, this deck shines. Is because Stagrandu with Petrova is just such a lethal combination.
Yeah, that would be
Um,
really solid here. And Rothless could start even going in as an 8K. Hey, here we are with another Giga Balls after the stream. What do we hit? Bazak Seal. I'm really just every hit is a smack. Wow, look at that.
every hit is a smack. Got him.
That's why they call me
So
the Nustlucker. You remember that?
is that what it is? Oh my god.
Someone came into my stream in the early Legends days and called me a Nustlucker, and then Corey made it a meme and kept calling me Nustlucker.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Bring back the oldies, man.
Yep.
All right. So what's the play here? Thrash Crawler gets back Elixia, I guess, and then we pass.
It's funny because I can like see you thinking about this as we go. Okay, sorry for the brief transition there. This time for real. There was a slight lapse in judgment on my part where I forgot how big Smash Warrior got with Petrova, but basically what happened was Smash Warrior attacks into Thrashcrawler, both got sent to the discard pile, and now it's on Carl. He's drawn for turn, he's playing Clamp and Mana, and he's playing Elixia.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, and it's interesting because like it's tough, right? Because Petrova just powered up Armaloids. It made Rothus huge, but like it's just Rothus,
Yeah.
and Rothus doesn't necessarily want to start picking off shields. Your back's still against the wall, and yes, Smash Warrior can attack or try to. I mean, even if it didn't, like obviously with the lapse in judgment, because we played a few turns after that, cycle back, unseen footage, whatever. But like Smash Warrior probably would have wanted to go for like a Forbos or a foul. And obviously, I would have blocked that with Thrash. So either way,
I
we
think
end
that
up
was
with
the
same
idea,
result.
yeah.
Right. So we end up just trading it into Thrashcaller when we figured out how to get back to where we were. But like Rothus is huge, but not really doing a whole lot. Like what we're really banking on here is
Hey, you know what's bigger than Rothus? Elixia.
yeah, no, Elixir is just chilling out with 16,000 power, double the power of this Rothus even after a Petrova, which is wild. Like Petrova calls Angel Command, Elixir just goes up to 20k. That's wild. Why didn't you call Angel Command?
I'm sorry, I forgot I could,
Whoops. Yeah, so the card in your hand is yeah, let's speed that up a little bit. There we go.
I was prepared for this. What is the card in my hand? Do you know? I don't know. I'm about to find out. I think it's just another. Okay, no, it's Hypersphere Warrior.
Uses all. All right, so
now...
and
I am going for it.
Yeah, I mean,
a little bit of breaking.
You've got enough dudes.
Yeah, I mean, Unisol is bigger than Fallon Forbos, even after it attacks. So
yeah, so Elixir can pick off one, but you're still presenting lethal on board if I can't deal with a creature.
Yeah, I mean, as we discussed. I'm just starved for cards, so like playing the value game and eventually building a board to find Phantomach is like really not likely to happen. So if there's ever going to be a turn where you can't answer the board, it'll be this one, but you still probably can because you're a control deck.
Here's hoping. Looks like Terrapit, yeah, Terrapit deals with one of the big boys, and
Oh
got
wow.
Crimson Hammer to deal with one of the Gigabalza, which is nice.
Well, look at Carl having those one-ofs.
Yeah,
Because 5-6
for
control
sure.
just draws what it needs to draw.
We got there. Yeah, shout outs to the energy stream from a few turns ago. Probably loaded the hand with some of these cards
At least we're
to
getting
get
some
us
more
in.
nice spellground slides as I look at all the cards that aren't in my hand or my board right now. They've all been destroyed.
Yeah. Paralysis helps a little bit. The mass removal becomes slightly less effective now. Unfortunately, Petrova's powering up Armaloids, which isn't doing a whole lot for the rest of your board.
Yeah, and we're in this place right now where even with the blocker, the crackbacks are too good. I can't attack, which means it's going to be several turns that you have to just build your board, eventually set up for a lethal with Elixia, and remove things as you can. And you have
I
Sky
think
Sword
that's what we're
already,
thinking.
so
Yeah. If I can deal with the Pala, I do present lethal. It's probably not correct to go for it here, but it could be because your crackback isn't great. 6 mana, like even if you were able to play Phantomach and a 2-drop, um,
well, on the flip
that's
side,
your only out. But like even still, like I don't think swinging here is correct.
Sky Sword wins you
Unless they can deal
time.
with two. Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay, Rebirth.
this is free, yeah.
Yeah, Rebirth does the thing.
If
So,
I were you, which I'm not, I would not attack here because my only out would be Terrapit from the top, and it's super unlikely. And you have Sky Sword next turn, so you can get like max redundancy on this lethal if you want. You have the time to just build up. And I'm counting your deck just to see. It's clearly more cards than I could possibly use to have a valid deck out strategy.
Yeah, hitting Bronze Arm Tribe. I should get the effect at some point. Am I
It
gonna
is
miss it?
mandatory, right?
It's mandatory.
Ain't no party like a Bronze Arm Tribe party because a Bronze Arm Tribe party is mandatory.
When you shuffled my deck, did I just forget that Bronze Arm Tribe had an effect?
Carl.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Here we go.
And Foremost is going in. That's a wacky one. I like it. I mean, I don't like it because I think that could happen. But B, I think if I were you, well, okay. So now that we know your deck is like 10 or 8 cards, one of the two, yeah, I can see where you'd want to not play Sky Sword.
Yeah, so it looks like after the shuffle of my deck, we just forgot about the Bronze Arm Tribe play.
If I win by 1 card in deck, then we will
just scrap this whole narration.
Yep. Or if you win by 1 card in the deck, yeah. We'll see how this goes. I don't even know. What game is this?
This is game 1.
Oh my goodness.
This is game 1. We're still there. So.
Hey, Hypersprint Warrior. It's doing it.
Playing the trade value. Yeah, it got there, but it's going to be able to. I can swing over it now. And you're on the fence now too, thinking, well, if this is a race, you're in position to maybe win said race. So
yeah.
Uses all is massive, and so is that Kamikaze right now.
Yeah, but I just played that one. So Gigaballs are going in, or Petrova going in would invite some pretty nice foul crackbacks for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's about wondering how much removal you have in your hand, and maybe it's next turn. I could break 1, but like I said, everything that I could attack just gets really just smashed by that foul.
Interesting.
We're talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the discard. I'm looking for shield triggers, I think. I'm trying to see.
I'm really hoping I remember this Bronze Arm Trap because I don't want that to be a mitigating thing here. And depending on the card I draw versus what I don't draw.
Well, like if you draw it before, I mean, if you remember the Bronze Arm before your next turn and put the top card into mana.
Yeah.
I mean, look, whatever's on top of the card, like the deck is randomized, right? So you'll draw a random card. It would have milled a random card, regardless of what it actually is. The card is going to be random.
Oleal was the worst case scenario for you. So
absolutely.
Similar to.
Because now, like, I don't think I was going to attack with Petrova there because I don't want the trades that you're about to get. So yeah, you're going to get them. Holy Awe is the only thing that could have tapped Petrova there. And as with virtually everything else in the 5-civ control deck is a one of. So here comes Sky Sword as expected.
Puts me down to 5 or 6 cards left in deck. I go ahead and play the creature just to have the creature.
Yeah, I'm never going to have a hand again, it seems. Ooh, that was a fresh slide. I liked that.
Look good. Am I going to break a shield here or trade with a creature? I think I like the trade. I think a little bit. Trading with uses all is probably correct here.
Because otherwise you're dead to top deck Phantomach.
Yep. So we go ahead and do that. I go ahead and untap all of my mana because that's just something I do in between turns. And
Yeah, it's a weird way to end, but I don't
and
have
you
Spinning
found the
Terror
Phantomach.
or whatever it is. Yeah, Phantomach could have maybe
Found the
gotten there.
Phantomach.
So that was a heads up trade on your part to not be dead to that top deck, because I don't think one had been seen so far, even in mana. So yeah, it was
interesting
bound to
here.
be drawn eventually.
Yeah, I can't trade with the Gigabalza, and if you want to set up lethal before I crack back and race, I feel like Gigabalza should. Well, no, because Gigabalza is going to double break here instead of single. This is kind of one of the places where Phantomach's power is welcome, but maybe the
I mean,
double breaking
you don't
isn't.
have a hand, right? So like I can weirdly
Right.
wait here and just play another creature next turn and just hope that the next 2 cards you draw aren't removal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I do. And what is the draw? This is a tight one. I don't remember this being so long, first of all. We're close.
Orbos.
Yeah, 5 in deck.
5 cards in deck, yeah. So we're counting this because if I get down to 1, I'm going to be super upset.
No, Carl. I'll be super upset.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, so
Or
6
searching
mana,
for a
tap
card
card.
that, for all we know, should have been in mana. I'm kidding. No.
Well, it would have been
Yeah.
it would have been I think the Loco and mana, and then Searing Wave would have been in my hand versus Loco.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, look, regardless of what was actually on the top of the deck, like I said, the deck was randomized, so any card could be any card. We had no idea when we made the mistake what was going to be where. It's okay. And
so I
Hide and
bounced
Seek is
Phantomach,
really
and I'm
good.
hoping to high roll. I don't.
It's a low roll,
But I
but it
do.
does set me back a ton of time. That's good.
Yep.
Oh, wait, so now I'm telling you that you probably shouldn't attack with Locomotiver, I think. Because if you hit another Kamikaze, it gives me lethal again.
Yeah.
I really don't think this
I
attack should happen. But you're apparently really going for it.
sure am.
It also sets up potential lethal in other ways. Like if I draw a Ponto, well, no, Ponto's doesn't work because I don't have the right mana.
Needs to be another 2-drop. Yeah.
But even then I couldn't do it because I don't. No, it doesn't even work because I don't have 2 darkness mana down. I don't have 3 darkness mana. So I'd have to tap one of my fire darks for the Kamikaze, and I wouldn't be able to play Phantomach. So all I have is trades.
Yep. So we ended up getting there. But
yeah.
Jeez. What a game one.
What a grind. And very sloppy on both of our parts.
Yeah.
Me not understanding how big Petrova makes things. You just
I think
forgetting
it's more the Stograndu thing. It's like 5,000 it's the only number that Stograndu can't quote unquote deal with. So
yeah. Well, and that and 1,000, but with Petrova on board, I mean, yeah. With Petrova on board, it beats up everything lower than 5, and anything over 6 or above is just humongous. So it's 5.
Right.
Actually, the absolute worst would be 5,500. So like that one crystal ball looking thing, the disco ball with 5,500. It's a 5-drop 5,500 power vanilla. That card.
What?
In this game, there's a 5-cost 5,500 power creature.
I know there's a light blocker that has 5,500. It's 4-cost.
All right. I'm gonna find this while we discuss game 2's implications. But yeah, I think that card beats up Stograndu with Petrova. It's amazing.
Yeah. So we do make it to game 2, and here's hoping, fingers crossed, we make it through this match without having to re-edit ourselves. So
this was before we were playing in IDC. We forgot how to play actual correct Duel Masters. We were just making stuff up as we go.
Or just not reading his, it's reading comprehension, guys. That's they talk about card games being good for children because they teach them reading skills and math skills, and CVH and I didn't lean on either of those 2 skills in game 1. Yeah. If I had both in.
It's okay. It's what I thought. It was Law Purification Enforcer, 5-cost 5,500 power.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
That card beats up Stograndu Petrova, man. It's perfect.
Unless Petrova calls Berserker. Yeah.
Well, then we're just in the money, right? Wait, no, then we're not. Well, then it gets 9,500, so it becomes
right, and then Stograndu can swing over it because it gets 9,000 power, right?
Does it? Does it get plus 9?
That moment when Petrova calls a different civilization on the opposite board, so Stograndu can swing over it. Yeah, because
that's so funny.
A Law Purification Enforcer. Good lord. All right, we're in game 2 here, and we're matching mana for mana here, darkness and light. And you are on the play. So
yeah,
you didn't see your Well, let's see. If you have fire here, Agape Ponto could be good, but it looks like you're about to play one of those in mana. Looks
Yeah,
like
it's looking like a
someone.
slow start, which is kind of almost where I want to be. Like I don't really care
Yeah,
what happens before turn 5 as long as I have Mysterios. That's what I want.
right, right. Mystrios is the win con in this matchup for sure.
Hey, you remember Bronze
Um,
Arm Tribe this time.
hey, I got there. Shut up.
I
Giga
think I
Balls is
mean
a
honestly
north.
it was my fault because I derailed us for like 10 minutes trying to recreate the game state before that terrible trade, and then you just played Bronze Armor. We're like, oh, we need to get out of this game. But
Played
yeah,
Bronze Arm Trap off of a rebirth, and then we counted. Yeah, it was
true,
tough.
true, true.
We got there. We got there. It counts. It
Yep,
counts.
Sky Sword is wow. You're just ramping.
Yeah,
Wow.
aiming for a lost soul here. If you have Mystery, sad for me, but I think one card in my hand, so fingers crossed.
No, I think it's 2.
Is it two?
Yeah,
It is two. All right, look at that. You called it. It's
yeah.
like we can almost hear you from days of future past. Petrova is calling.
That one.
Looks
I
like
put the counter just so I
second.
know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have
clamp is
clamp.
good enough.
Ooh, yeah, clamp takes out two Phantomachs here, so
Oh,
that's
the top deck
this
Carl.
on the win con. Yeah, that was fresh. Tell me I have an
Oh,
answer.
okay.
Mana charges an answer. Should have called Guardian, friend.
Well,
Should have
here's Giga
called Guardian.
Balls again. Wow, we're just like starving each other for cards here. Nice.
Yeah,
Apocalypse Vice is a nice thing to hit.
I like the quick back and forth of this little chess match, us and going back and forth. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, those Gigaballs are gigantic. So let's see if Forbos can find a way to deal with all of this.
probably. It's a good card.
It's pretty good. I have a feeling Plague's not good here.
Plague is
Re
not amazing,
Rebirth
yeah.
still deals with Gigabalza. I want a way to deal with, I think, Petrova, but I don't necessarily want to Blizzard my board just to get rid of Petrova here. So
No, that would
I
be
think Blizzard
Jesus Christ, that'd be
Blizzard's
horrible.
yeah, Blizzard's sitting in mana, so that's not even an option.
Yeah, you can't 4
But
for 1 yourself, sorry.
yeah, go ahead and shuffle up. I'm doing this thing again where I place my card face down before showing it to you as I continue to think about what I'm going to do.
It's okay. At this point, we're used to things that look like cheating.
Yeah.
There we go.
So getting rebirth and we're good. We're good.
And
You
Rebirth
and I.
is not weak. Not a weak card.
No, it's
Because
not.
Rebirth
And
sets up a nice little Thrash Crawler, which will trade with the other Gigaballs, and now that we know what 5,000 power looks like.
can be tough for you too if you just drew Mystery S because it'll keep you off that for another turn too if you did just manage to top deck two of them back to back.
Well, there would be a Gigaballs in between them, but yeah.
Sure, but back to back essentially. Like,
Okay, yeah. We're just changing the way words work. All right, this is strong. Goodness.
yeah, that's a good play. Yeah, Holy All deals with everything. I must have already had it in hand, which is why I didn't
Yeah.
search it originally. So,
And then Rebirth was like a backup plan for whatever comes after the Holy All,
yeah.
which is
Yeah,
great.
Rebirth is a good feign too. Instead of getting all and forcing you maybe to make an off-center play, grab the Rebirth, make you think that I'm just going to remove one thing, and then you just kind of dirtle and all takes out the board. I like it.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
a lot.
cute, but I mean, like knowing you had all, I would have. The only thing I possibly could have done was play a discard. There's no counterplay.
Yeah, Terrapit and Rothus. So you'll be able to deal with a finisher if I play one, and just kind of continue to prolong essentially where we're at. But it looks like I don't draw anything that's not removal, and I need you to start playing cards so I can play Rebirth. And I don't have blue for Bloom. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. Bloom is humongous.
Yeah, but Terrapit deals with it pretty handily. So
yeah, not from shields though.
Yeah.
The raw, naked hyper sprint warrior uses all.
That's fair, right? You're just trying to force me to remove it with something.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
not saying it's a bad play, but not like technically bad. It's just bad looking.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look great because you're not in a great position. Phantomach does not play well from behind. We've mentioned that in the past seasons.
Yeah.
And currently, Control has the options. Control has the draw, the removal, all of the kind of key things to do it. Phantomach has a curve early. It kind of plays like tempo and aggro, and then it can curve out with cards that don't really do much. But mid to late game, when you're behind, those cards not doing much is tough.
And hey, I
So
think for the first time in this tournament series, we get the double four bows. Well, maybe
yeah,
Foul did it in season 2, but yeah, double four bows is always a pleasure to see as a control enthusiast searching 2 spells.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 5 Civ gonna get to show off here, kind of what makes 5 Civ pretty good. All the single spells and just grabbing it and making it very toolboxy.
What are we
Um,
grabbing?
looks
Plague
like
and Memory.
Plague and Memory.
Plague and
So
Blue Mana.
yeah, 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 absolutely. In fact, I'm almost interested. I think Plague might end up being my blue mana.
Oh, really?
Might just
I
opt
would
for a
put
different
Memory
color.
down, probably.
Maybe. I think I grab Memory just in hopes that like I can grab another finisher, like or interesting. Nah,
Plague is really
yeah,
strong if you're going to start breaking, because it also will put me off
yeah.
of the mana it would take me to tear it from
Ideally,
hands.
like the goal here is to find a way to get Bombadius on the board, right? Because that's what sets up winning. So
So does Blue.
like
They're both good.
Felix, yeah, Blue's good, but
No,
like I
I mean
said
Bloom.
here,
Like Bloom and some Plague is going to be
like
good
I have
enough.
to the read here has to be that you've just been dirtling. So like and playing Terrapit down is interesting. I wonder if you had to play. I guess playing mana there so you can play the 2 drop into the Phantomach makes sense. But like, yeah, dropping the Terrapit there's interesting and kind of sets up things for me potentially just playing Bloom outright here.
Yeah, I mean
And
at
yeah, I
this
was
point
also
I
thinking
don't
that like,
like you didn't search for a soul swap, and I don't know that you have Bloom in hand, so maybe I'm just not thinking you have a finisher and you just search a bunch of spells and that's your hand.
yeah, looks like I'm tapping 6 for not
Looks
a
like
Bloom.
it's yeah, I would this is fine, but I feel like Bloom would be a good thing to play here because you saw me get Gigaballs back.
Yeah,
So the thought has to be like you don't want me to randomly discard Bloom.
get
This
back
does
Thrash.
I mean, this strikes me as overly defensive, but you're still winning, right? Like this is
Right,
a winning
it's
position for
yeah.
you however you play it.
Well, we talk about like advancing board state, right? Like I feel like putting the finisher here. If Phantomach's gonna be the thing that you just want to get out on board, that or play 2 Gigaballs over the course of the next 2 turns. I want to make those Gigaballs as less impactful as possible. I have the options in my hand, so even if you remove removal, that's fine. But like Bloom should be on board at this point.
No, I agree. Yeah. And then you
So
pick up Volmedius, which like reduces Gigaballs' effectiveness against Bloom, but also why?
yeah,
Carl, absolutely no reason for this kind of play.
I was like, well, I
Just the
can two
part where
turn
you
him.
start. Jesus Christ. I mean, technically, yes. It's like you would win if you attack, but you
Yeah,
will also win
you're
if you don't.
giving me an
Yeah,
actual just a verbal
yeah.
bashing here.
I mean, when I tell you this is like winning for you, like if you were putting this in an engine, like there would be like 99% that you win no matter what you do, as long as you do something. Phantomach is fallen too far behind. There are 6 shields and 2 blockers to contend with, 2 finishers in your hand, ample removal for everything I could play. Whatever I discarded there, pretty inconsequential, to be honest. It's
Yep,
good that it wasn't Polmedius, but you didn't need Polmedius. It's just extra insurance.
yep, and there he is. Look at that.
Yeah.
So Rothus is feeling real silly,
Yep.
but Gigabalza continues to just be annoying.
Might as well keep discarding while I'm still alive. And yeah, we hit Meltdown, which probably was never going to be needed this game, but hey.
Yeah. I think this is the turn where I try to do it as well. Hold on.
Do
You're gonna
what?
get a kick out of this. I'm gonna break 2 with Bombadius here in a moment. Well, let's talk about this
Oh
plague.
no, no,
So
okay, yeah. Blake,
plague
I can't wait. I know we haven't know it's coming.
plague knocks the Pala out. You want the 2 drop in your hand. Give you another 2 drop and go for the multi civ. Just try to make it difficult to play it. Breaks 2, and
Oh
I
no.
highly consider breaking 1 shield here.
You didn't say
Okay,
it
no, it
though.
looks okay. Okay, all
Yeah.
right, we got there. It's fine. It's
You're
fine. We're
doing
all
it
right.
right, man. You just one extra turn, you have enough cards in deck. Yeah, I'm just playing 2 drops.
Just to get them out there. Yeah, looks like you're. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
game. Play the finisher. Hit 2
Now
with
you can do
volley.
it.
There's
You can
no. Yeah, there's
absolutely
no.
do it.
Well, you have a holy awe.
Oh, 1 left? Yeah. Yeah, you can just wait. Oh my god, it doesn't matter though. Actually though,
I could have just waited, but yes. So,
technically if I did have
yeah.
the second Holy Eye, I could have won with Phantomach.
Yeah, I should have lost soul there if I knew I was just gonna break the shield, but it is what it is. Play that not as great as
Carl.
them. It is what it is. Didn't have any shield triggers either. That would have been the worst.
Yeah, well, you had the soul swap down from the Sky Sword, right?
No, did I?
Yeah, let me double check. I already put it back on our faces, but let's watch you scoop this up. Yeah, there's a soul swap down
Okay,
there.
all right. So
Yeah.
I had this also. All right, so
Not you
yeah.
didn't
All right,
know that. So like the attack was still just bizarre. Because you like play Bloom,
yeah.
you're like, I have two things I can do with the shield next turn. I'm gonna hit it with Forbos.
I am the worst.
That's so
I am
funny.
the worst. Oh
That's so
man.
good.
Record and IDC will definitely showcase why I shouldn't be allowed to play Duel Masters in the
So
next coming
spoiler.
weeks when we get there. That's
Yeah.
a spoiler. So
Yeah.
shout outs. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Welcome to the first Gatekeeper match. 5 Civ Control moves on to seat itself up against, and correct me if I'm wrong,
I
because I'm
I do
about to.
not have, well, I do have the other text. I don't have the challenge bracket built yet.
Hold on,
But I
I'm
can
getting
show
it.
you this.
It
It
is
will
playing
be,
against Water, Fire, Nature, Tempo.
yeah. Oh
Um,
boy.
here in the top 16 once we end up getting to all of that.
Yeah,
So
this was the
five
match
Civ
that
Control.
decided who faces the winner of season 2. So
Yep.
either way, they
Yep.
would have had
It
their work
was
cut out for themselves. But yeah,
yeah,
5 Civ
Water Fire Nature
controls.
gets the
Oof.
run back from season one if Phantomach had made it through, but unfortunately things just didn't break its way.
Yep. And yeah, we'll see if 5 Civ control can do its controlly things. It's the least consistent control deck by a mile because of the mana, but it also has all of the answers. So it's
It
anyone's
has
game, really.
literally can play any card it wants to in the game
Yeah,
of Duel Masters. It's all there.
that'll
Every
be a
card.
fun one.
All right, guys. Leave a like, comment down below. Let us know what you think of the match. Sorry for just all of the mediocrity in the middle of all of that, but
We did
yeah,
great.
guys. Until yeah, we got there. We got there in the end. Everybody's happy. 5 Civ moves on. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Each.